Hello, my name is Christian, and I will be praying before I share anything. Dear Lord, thank you for keeping us safe from this virus. Thank you for everything that you have done. But many believers are infected with this new virus, so we ask of you to show your loving power of healing through the care of doctors and nurses. We ask of you to protect our church and anyone who's in it. But we also ask of you to protect the people who are in your mini temple, aka us. We ask of you to make the leaders of our countries wise so that they can cut through this virus and cope with it. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So, all of you have bad times, right? A lot of you do. So, let's just say a lot of times, right? So, and then everything miraculously gets back up. Well, what I want to say about people who are still stuck, you are in the middle of a miracle. Well, Chris, that doesn't seem possible. The medical report says I'm going to be dead in 10 minutes. And so, or like, business is going down, my boss doesn't even appreciate me, money's too low, business is just destroying itself. Could I tell you, you're in the middle of a miracle. You see, think of your life as a book, or the miracle as a book. Flip to the middle, and you should be in the climax of the book. And that's the middle. Tensions are rising. Think of miracles as a book, because it's just like that. In the middle of a miracle, climaxes rise, tensions rise. It's like a pie. The middle has the most stuff, not the edges. See? And when you get through it with a good attitude, you will be rewarded. Think of it as this in a story of the Bible. One day, Jacob ran away from his home just to get away from his brother Esau. And then he ran into Uncle Laban, and he saw his younger daughter named Rachel. And Jacob immediately fell in love. And he asked Uncle Laban to marry her. And Uncle Laban agreed, as long as he worked 7 years. And so Jacob did. He worked for 7 years. And then Uncle Laban switched it out. So the older daughter got married first. Because he couldn't let his younger daughter get married before his older daughter. It kind of works like that. And so he got 2 wives. Once he found out about that, he was so dumb and so in love that he worked another 7 years just to marry the girl he wanted. Now, Leah, the older daughter, had many children, hoping to win affection over Jacob. But she didn't. She did not have a chance. Because Jacob still loved Rachel. But Leah kept kept going in a straightforward, good attitude in the terribleness of everything. Sometimes the miracle goes after your life, but so the many children, 6 of them, would make one of the 12 tribes of Judah. And this is an example of miracles that come after your life, or rewards. Those are miracles are kind of like rewards, so that could count. But what I'm saying here is, just keep a good attitude. God does not like it when we have a sour attitude, when we're like, oh my goodness, everything's going to go wrong, I'm going to die. See, just enjoy the feeling. Just enjoy the climax of the book. Just enjoy the filling inside the pie. It's like that. Well, Christian, everything's going to be terrible. The business is going down. We have 0 money. We don't have money. Christian, the medical report says I am dead in 10 minutes. Pronto. What can I tell you? Don't trust them. Trust in the Almighty God that created you.
Amen.
You see, if God was powerful enough to create the whole universe, He is powerful enough to make your health better, to make you get like $1 million in one day, to make your business have more customers than Walmart. Just trust in God. But sometimes they just don't have it. But that's no reason to not trust. But just think about it. Makes sense. But sometimes God does supernatural things because He's never natural. He's supernatural. He is a God that is far beyond our knowing. Everything's confusing about Him. You see, He doesn't always do miracles in a natural way. He sometimes does it in supernatural. Because sometimes there is a 0% chance of succeeding, of living. But then you just rise up, turns into 100. This is why, because if God was able to create you out of dust and mud, creating Adam and Eve, why can't He just make their health better? It's not like He ever runs out of power. He always has more in store. His cup is overflowing. So should yours. So, here's a little ending joke that can kind of get you laughing for a second. One day there was this burglar and he went into this house. He found a stereo and put it and tried to steal it. Then the stereo accidentally went on and said, "Jesus is watching you." And then he quickly turned it back down. And then he shined his flashlight everywhere and saw a parrot. And then the burglar said, "Who are you?" And the parrot said, "My name is Moses." And the burglar was laughing his eyes out. He was like, "What kind of person would name a parrot Moses?" And then the parrot was like, "The same person who would name a 150-pound Rottweiler Jesus." Oh my goodness. And so guys, yeah. The simple message here is, you are in the middle of a miracle. Thank you.